Look at that. We were just saying, that is King George the Sixth. So good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thanks for joining in. If you watched my 10 bankroll challenge, it's something I just do. I go to a bank, preferably a new bank, and I get 10 rolls of each denomination. And this was a new bank that I went to, a little outskirts of town here while I was traveling. And they gave me all customer repped, which I like. Um, but when it came down to the pennies, I got these two rolls and went, oh, nice. This is going to be really good. That I like seeing old wrapped rolls like this. Until I rolled it over and noticed that says Canadian. And if you look at this one here, this one also says Canadian pennies. So now that made it interesting at multiple levels. First of all, why did the bank accept these? They're not supposed to accept foreign coins, especially discontinued foreign coins like the Canadian pennies. And then the next step is, why would they give that back to me? It's clearly written Canadian and Canadian on there. Why would they give a customer Canadian wrapped pennies if that was the case? So that's, like I said, it's a new bank, new generation. Tellers don't know if they're really pay attention to anything on that, but I wanted to pull these off and aside just to do this as a separate, just in case, and which it looks like they are all old Canadian. So let's take a look here. Actually, we probably should zoom that in, get that focus there. 1970, 1961. I like doing it this way just because I can. It's a little dirty to read, but if we take a look at that, 1961 it is. Let's take a look, and that is, yep, that is a young head Queen Elizabeth. Alright, so 70, 60. What do we have here? 72, 70. That one's actually in pretty good condition. That side's dirty. It's just that side. I know nothing about Canadians. 72, so I don't know if there's errors, variations. 70 that I should be looking at. 70. So if you guys are over there in the north of me and have an answer, is that 60, 65, 79, 64, 64. Give me, put some feedback in there. 63, that's another one. So that's looking pretty young there. Ooh, nice shiny 79, 64, 79. That looks like uncirculated condition there. So yeah, are there anything what should I be looking for Canadians? I know I'm going to have I do have a Canadian cent book that I do, 71, 78, 65. So far 61's been the lowest. Some really good conditions. 78s, 65, 66. I mean, be nice to know what I'm should be looking for. 74, 60, 60, 60. I'm going to put these all in chronological order here eventually. I just want to go through these real quick, see what kind of years we're dealing with. Those are all 70s, 60, 60, 70, 70. Nope, there's that bird scent. That's a little bit off screen for you. 70, 60. That's a 67. I do know that one. We call that the bird scent. And 1867 to 1967, anniversary year. 63, 56? Come on. There it is. Look at that. 56. Which means, oh, 56? Well, that is Elizabeth II. I thought that might be a King George. I don't remember when King George's ended. I know that was in the 50s. 70, 62, and 70. So all 1970s, 1960s. Let's take a look at the second roll, see what we have here. I was thinking I might need a new Canadian book. I know I do have the 60s and 70s all covered in my collection. These are all looking the same. Look at that. Let's see where we're at here. 60, 60, 58. Pull that one aside. Maybe these are getting a little bit younger here. 60, 60, 60, 57. Couple from the 50s. 60, 70, 60, 60, 60, 56. So I could probably start another book here real easy. Look at that. 58, 57, 60. And look at that. We were just saying that is King George the Sixth. So let's see what year he's coming up with. That is a 51. Not bad. So 50, 60. So let me know what you think. Like I said, I'll organize these here off screen. Take a good inventory of details of that. If you know of anything I should be looking for, I'll do a little research off there as well. As I complete this set, just to see if there's any oddities, any errors. That I need to be aware of. That might be more collectible. I mean, all of these are all collectible in a way because they're all discontinued. But that is 2 rolls, 100% Canadian. Talking 1960s, 1970s, and a couple from the 1950s. Let me get this cleaned up for you, and I'll bring you back in for a summary. Alright folks, so here are those 2 rolls all organized. Quite the finds. We did have the one King George the Sixth. There we go. Nice King George the Sixth. This is your 1951. That was the oldest there. What we had here, put that back in place, make it easier. Then we went from the King George 1951, jumped up to 1956, 57, and 58, 2 of each of those. We had no 1959s in there as I'm looking back, no 1960s, but we had 461s, 262s, what is that, 3, 4, 5, 63s, a bunch of 64, 65, 66. We had 3 bird scent, 67, 68, 69, 77, only 2 71s, and 1 73, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. So we had good full 2 decades spread here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try see if I could fill in. I know I don't have any 1960s. Got 58s. I went through my old one. I have a 1953, so 51, 52, 53, and that's a 1942, another King George. I'll keep those separate. But so I'll probably keep that out. So I could at least take from 61 to 79. I'll probably put this in and make one complete set because I do have just the single on the 73, and just put them aside if anybody wants them. Um, if anybody's a Canadian collector, Canadian coin collector, hey, I got plenty now. This is just again really surprising that the bank allowed a U.S. person to turn in a roll of foreign coins, and for the bank in America to give those back to a customer at the American prices. It just sort of surprises me. But tell me what you think here on this. Anybody interested? Anybody collecting Canadians other than me? I know there are a couple out there. Click that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, make those comments below, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and happy hunting.